Hey, Cesc and Julian here at Coffee and Talk, and today we're going to talk about should you buy a camera system for your club?
Today we're having coffee at the Padel Club.
Yeah, with a little bit of gossip.
I like it.
All right, Jules, what are you drinking?
The world famous
Think Coffee?
Think Coffee.
I know, it's so good,
all
right?
the way from New
I
York.
swear, dude, I can't get off this thing. You know what I'm saying? I just can't get off of it. It's so freaking good.
Yeah, 2 shots, a touch of stevia.
Ooh,
Nice,
nice.
sophisticated.
All right. So you think, my friend. All right, so this is a big question. I mean, you have a club. What should you invest in? Should you invest into the camera system, right? There's a handful of companies. They do a great job. They have AI. There's all these different types of, services they can provide. Who pays for the club? Your player, your customer. So we're going to talk about that today. All right. So nowadays, the first thing we're going to talk about is their technology there, right? So right now, I think they can only record in 1080p, which is realistic, is what the Wi-Fi or the bandwidth is capable enough to do 1080p. The other problem is the camera placement, right? So where can you put the camera where you're going to be able to cover the whole area? And part of that, do you go extra wide? You go past 16 millimeters, it's going to look kind of weird and funky. So is it really usable? When I started doing this, technology wasn't even close to what it is now. So we've definitely moved forward in it. But the question is, should you have it at the club? Are people going to use it? Is it advanced yet where people are going to use it?
I mean, it's more about thinking you as a future or current club owner, which I had a call last week about it. They were asking us, what camera you recommend and should we put it on the club? And I said, I think the usage there is not yet there where people are really using the system. I can tell you because we had Clutch at Ultra, here at Reserve they have Play Sight. Those are I believe probably the top 2 leading AI cameras coming. Controlling the market right now. There are a few other ones, small ones, but it's.
Okay,
it's a miss and hit, it's a question.
So let's talk about the problem. Why? Okay, so who is the majority of people who are going to use it? It's probably going to be the beginners, the people who have fun, people who want it on their Instagram or social media.
Well, I wouldn't say the beginners, more the intermediate, the ones that they know sort of how to play paddle.
Not necessarily. I see a lot of people there that are influencers, people that just want to go and have fun, experience paddle once a week or maybe one time with their friends. So they want to gather some video and they want to put it on their social media.
Yeah, but I don't agree that the beginner that doesn't know how to play paddle would like to see themselves how to play paddle. I think the ones that already are playing at a certain level and they're playing matches, which are the intermediate and the high intermediates, those are the ones that they want to see themselves in videos and post it out there. The beginner, I mean, they don't see the difference. They're just learning the sport.
I mean, we can disagree on that, but I mean, it's the majority of people that you're going to have your club are probably going to be beginners and intermediates.
Yeah.
So those people there, want quick social media video that they can put on their Instagram and Facebook, right? So if it's too hard, they're not going to use it. Okay, and I think that's one of the things. They want to, I believe, after they're done, they just want to go out there and they want it sent to their phone or they want to see it on a little thing and say, hey, these are your 6 reels that were made.
Well, but
simple and easy.
Yeah, but let me rephrase you what you said. I don't think it's not the right phrase, hard. It has to be a simpler one, like you said, before. It's one simple step.
Well, it's the same thing. Hard and not simple are the same thing. So
well, you don't have too many
easy.
steps. Yeah, it has to be easy.
And it's not easy right now. And I think there's too many steps. And the AI has to, they have to create the AI where they have 6 options of, let's say, a reel. What you did, and boom, you could do it. You have bloopers, you have best shots, you have funny shots, whatever it can be, and they're gonna get the majority of people start using it a lot. I mean, at this club here, when I watched, it's like majority beginners, You know, that's your majority of people. People having fun. The girls come out here and have fun. They take pictures. They're just having fun. It's a fun time. And those are the ones that want to show on their social media that they're having a fun time. So they need ease. And I see them there with the cameras, this and that. And we just need ease of that. That's one part. Second part, I think, is going to be the technology part. I mean, right now, the camera doesn't grab all the spots unless you have two cameras. You have super extra wide, and you're recording at 1080p. So when you're zooming in to get shots of yourself in the ball, you're gonna get distortion. You're gonna bring it down maybe to 320, and so it doesn't look, let's say, the best. So that's what we're dealing with right now. It's so close. So that's what I think prevents it from people using it more. So the other area is coaches. And that's another area that it can be utilized, but I just don't think it's, they just started that. They just started the ideas of it. I think it's great, will be a great tool in the future. So we're there at the beginning of the camera system and the technology and the AI and what it has a potential of being, but I don't think it's there yet. Will it be there? I think so. I mean, when? How long? I don't know. A year, 2 years. You need faster bandwidth, for instance, so you can get to 4K. When is that possible? Is that going to be possible? You need a different camera, a bigger sensor on the camera to get better quality video and be able to capture more of the area without having to widen everything. And there needs to be the AI where it's producing what people want. People want reels. That's the majority of it. People want reels they can post. Coaches are going to want the tools, going to want information. Right now, you can't use it also for creating scores because you have to have all of the picture, and there still is a little bit of, computer technical error, and so you still need that human touch there. So those are the areas that I think, the camera system is kind of, it's having its issues there. It's not there yet. You've seen it at the clubs. Right?
Yes. I think I differ a little bit for what you're saying. I think some of the technology is there, not all of it. I think what we've seen at Paddle House on the main courts, they have two different cameras, one in each end. I think that helps when you want to watch a match because now you see all the angles. The courts that they have only one camera on top of it, you miss the back walls of the side of the camera. That's one of the challenges right now, but as technology gets better and better, it's become cheaper and cheaper. They will be able to add maybe at least 2 or 3 cameras, especially on the main courts. I think that will be a huge plus. From the stats and analytics, we interview Clutch, we interview PlaySight, and they give us a run through of the statistics that we get. And from the coaching point of view, I think from not having anything to have, unforced errors, the percentage of either the right side player or the left side player, who hits more balls, who is more active, the hot zones on the paddle court, which all this plays at hazard, the different strokes, how many forehands you hit, how many backhands you hit, how many volleys you hit. That it's already there, which I think from the coaching point of view is just great because you can analyze a match and you can analyze a specific game and see your player, your student player, where the mistakes are made. One of, we always joke that always my partners are the one making more mistakes than myself or vice versa. And then most of the time it's either the other way around or it's pretty much equal, We were seeing some stats yesterday, and you see, 54 to 45, 54 percentage, more mistakes than 45 on the left side. So that's very, very interesting. Now, I think it has to be a little more friendly, and I think from the coaching point of view, I think that's huge. From not having nothing to have those basic things, I think it's a huge leap forward for really improving that match. One of the questions that we ask, actually you asked PlaySide the other day, it's will AI take away the coaching aspect. And the Asmar, the CEO, the owner and CEO said, I think it will be an improvement for the coaching aspect, because now AI is going to help you to break down the shots and give you very clear statistics. The contact point was a little far behind, a little more in front of you, low or high, and all that. I think all those things, they're going to be a huge leap forward in really making the player better, faster.
I think it'll be a tool for the coaches, and it's going to be a standard. Not
I think we have to divide it in two different aspects.
And I say that to you just to give you nervous. It wasn't a serious statement.
But I think it's we have to divide it on two aspects. The ones that want to see themselves and do the bloopers and do the Instagram thing, that's one of the aspects.
I think that's the majority.
The majority, yeah,
Because
but I mean,
from a lot of them there.
Yeah, but
not everybody gets lessons from coaches. And as you know, there's a need for coaches here.
Yeah,
I think those tools are analytics and information. It's going to help the coach do a better job.
But let me tell you that the club is collecting all that information, and me as a coach, I work in specific club. I can go back to that specific, and I just watch that match play, and I know these guys have some things to improve. So I can go to the analytics and look up the numbers, and then reach out to that specific player and say, look, I've been watching you play. I've been watching the analytics. Here are the numbers. I think you should improve this, and that because of this mistakes that you're making. I think that will be great.
I think something even better, like if they're teaming up with a scheduling site like Playtomic or Play by Point, they can get analytics directly to them.
Yes.
And just say, hey, these are the areas they need to work on, and these coaches are a specialist in that area.
That's a great point. I mean, if you can do that.
That's just going to be so much. That's what I'm talking about, easy. So now the coaches, now the club is not trying to get that data, then trying to reach out to them or reach out to the coach to reach out to. This is just an automatic thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about, easy. It has to be easy. It has to be efficient. There has to be a flow.
Yeah. I think some of the clubs, right now, it's either you as a club owner or a facility offer the service unlimited to everyone, or you have to pay for it.
So that's the other side.
That's
Who's
the other
gonna pay
side.
for it?
Exactly. So that's the other side. Play side and Clutch, they have the option for you to do a QR code right at the entrance of the club, and then you will get all the statistics, but you have to pay for it. Playside said he partnered with Play by Point, which I think it was great that they will add it. They already did or no? Or they will add it to the reservation?
They said, they did. So I think they're working on integration.
Yeah, I think, every time you reserve a court, you have the option to already add the camera and AI playability.
For me, what I would say is don't even try to sell them on it. Just go ahead and do it.
Automatic.
And once you're done, they say, hey, do you want these reels?
Yeah.
And give them 6 reels. It's a spontaneous buy. You see it?
Yeah.
It looks good. You're like, oh my God, that's great. Or you remember that ball that you whiffed, and I'm like, dude, I gotta get that. It's worth $5 all day long, so I can post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's what's needed. So they automatically do. They have it there. Just one push of a button. It's $2 or $1 or $5 or whatever it may be.
Remember back in the day when you went for the first time to Magic Kingdom? You were like 35 years old.
To where?
To the Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, to Disney World. And you have that photographer taking the picture of you. That is
Mickey Mouse ears or whatever.
No, yeah, but you don't have to buy it, but they show it to you and said, "Oh my God, I need to buy it."
Yes,
exactly that.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Well, we did that once.
Exactly.
And they try to sell it to us, and we're like, no, it doesn't look that good. Like, forget it.
But I think that's exactly what we're saying.
100%.
They send you like a 3 second clip, and then you have the option to buy it or not.
100%. And I think I think it just needs maybe another year, and I think you're gonna start seeing those details.
Yeah.
And then I think it'll be worth it, because then that's extra revenue, right? I mean, if you're a club owner, you have the court rental, you have the racket rentals, you have the sales of the balls, right?
Yeah.
you can add now another small vertical of, let's just say, profit sharing from this reel that you're selling.
Yeah.
Let's say even it's $1 or $2.
Yeah.
You know, it's in volume. You know,
Yeah.
so I think that's probably the main thing that most clubs are going to focus on, just because it's going to bring revenue. That, you know, the second part obviously is going to be with the coaches,
Yeah.
because that's also going to bring
That's
revenue.
huge.
It's going to bring extra work
Yeah.
for the coaches,
Yeah.
and obviously help, you know, their customers or their, you know, players play better.
Yeah.
You know, so,
I think we're right there at the cusp where it's
Yeah.
gonna really become, you know, revolutionary. I mean, we've seen the changes from a year ago to this year, and now it's like we're right there. You know
so
what I
the
mean?
question is it worth right now, you know, committing yourself to a system? If I can just be honest, as a non-biased person, as a business person, probably not. Should you keep an eye out on some of these camera systems and just keep an eye and see how it's going? Because eventually you're going to have to.
Yeah.
Because once it's there, you're going to have to. So should you get into it now and hope the camera system that you have develops the right AI? Because at the end of the day, there's going to be a half a dozen these companies, and the one who has proprietary AI, the better AI and data management, is going to probably be the winner.
Yeah.
So you might want to stay and wait and to see who's climbing up that area, and then make a decision. Then.
For me, after educating ourselves with Clutch and Play Site, I think we're almost there, but I think this has to be a partnership between the club owners and the coaches and the club managers, that they really need to push that service, because they don't. They don't.
I think right now these companies are putting the camera systems and they're listening to the clubs and seeing what's needed, and then they're starting to work on AI, starting to work on the camera systems to get there.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, the club has to pay for it.
One of the things that really blow my mind it's when we interviewed Playside, they said, a few years ago, the whole camera system for a quarter was about $7,000 just to install it.
Yep.
And
That was
now,
way back in the day.
Back in the day, and then now it's at, for you to put a camera on, it's at what, $250 or something like that?
Well, I mean, that's just like that one camera.
Yeah, but the connection and all that, I think it's...
I mean, it's still going to cost the club money. You probably do multiple courts. Then you have to go and hire someone to run all the cable and lines.
Oh, but they do it themselves, right? Or not?
No. Well, I Clutch, you have to do it on your own. I'm not sure about
Playside. I think they
Not sure.
He said that they will do it, themselves.
So there's some cost to it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a lot, but there's some cost to it.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if you have to commit to for a year or 2 years. I mean, you really want to join the company that understands Padel and gets the AI right.
Yeah, one of the challenges that we had at Ultra was, we have 27 courts or 25 courts outdoors, and we had to do it ourselves. The cabling, you know what I mean?
You didn't do it.
Well, no,
There's
I mean,
way in hell you
the
know
club
how to do
had
that.
to do it. Ultra had to do it because I was there. They have to run cables all through every single
of course.
court.
Yeah.
They were like,
So
meters and feet of clock.
I'm going to tell you to the club owners, right? When you're doing construction and getting everything right, your best bet, okay, you got to bring electrical there anyways. Just add an extra, instead of, let's say, a 1-inch tube, plastic tubing, just do like a 1.5 or 2 inch.
Yeah.
And run them to each court. That way, if you have to run, let's say, category 7, 8 line or anything, you could just snake it through.
Yeah.
Because and it'll be easy.
Yeah.
So
And it will
just
look
think
more
ahead,
clean.
Think ahead,
Yeah.
think ahead and have that, or just put extra, an outlet, like a junction box there in case you need power too.
The way we did it at all, just running the cable through the outside, but it looks, with tie wraps and all that, it doesn't look too clean.
That was your style, right? But so just think ahead.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
as technology comes, camera, audio, whatever it can be, it's best that you have that piping there. That way you can just snake it through and just be really easy. Okay, Jules, I'm looking here. Is this your new racket that you're using?
It's not, but I have played with it, and it's pretty good.
Pretty
Actually,
good. It's amazing.
value playability, I think it's one of the best rackets.
Under 225. If you like kind of the metal bone,
Yeah.
this has a lot of the characteristics that the metal bone does without the cost.
Yeah.
It's a great deal, 225. Oh my God, great deal. Actually, this is one of my top 5 under $250 rackets. This
Yeah.
one's actually 225. If you guys are interested, you can get it at PaddleSmashAcademy.com. And guys, thanks for joining us, Coffee and Talk, and we'll see you at the next one.